My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I was just thinking about that a couple of minutes ago. But anyway, I thought about that today like, man, it'd be nice if I can just do one video. But that is virtually impossible for me to do one video. Just got so much stuff we got to show you. That's why we cannot do one video. So we got it this morning. We showed off the screen in here and over here and the low lumen projectors we're using, cheap projectors, not low lumens, but cheap projectors we're using for our demonstrations. And then we showed off the screen back there and all that other good stuff. And then in the process of doing that, I was going to show up some of the stuff that basically, our company history, stuff like that, I like to show off. I got to put that information there. I haven't forgot, trust me. And then in the process of doing that, I was going to take the BenQ projector outside because I was trying to figure out exactly what to do with the BenQ projector because we had it sitting downstairs and we don't use it in here because that screen fills out the entire ceiling for the 180. So I figured let's take it outside. So looking at the screen outside, it works well and all, it does, but like I said, it's an old previous screen from the dual 150 inches. And that screen was an old screen anyway to begin with, and then going to the website and trying to get the 150-inch screen, they don't have them anymore. So we need a smooth surface out there because I'm going to run ultra short there out there eventually. And I have to go out there, have to pull out all the bolts out of the screen because we need to lay super flat. And I got to staple everything in. Then after stapling everything in, get it ready and get it prepped. So when we bring in the screen, for us, we got to paint it. But for you guys, your screen is already going to be coated. That's the pre-coated screens. We have to attach it to the frame. So good thing about it is it doesn't take long to spray. Now, if we're going to be using the pre-painted screens outside, we have them in sizes of 100 inch, 120, 150 inch. The gamer's not available yet, but we do have the absolute black, which is one used in the dedicated theater room, and we have the silver, black silver. That's what we're using in the dedicated theater room. This is what I do when I get up, is to add more light to the environment because I don't like to leave it up. All right. So that you can use. Now, if you're going to be using outside, as I said before, there's an acoustic screen, sound can travel through it, and light can also too. So they're fantastic for rear projection if you use them for inside, no problem whatsoever. Outside, we're going to use one outside and rear projection, but as I said before, and we have to test all that when we do it outside rear. We never use them on outside and rear projection. We use them inside, but not outside. So we may have to put some new guidelines onto the website. That we definitely want to probably have to do. But if you're using that for outside, we do advise you to have it against a wall or something like that so the light's not hitting the screen. But I'm going to see about that when it comes to rear projection. But I know front projection, yeah, you got to have something behind it. All right. Let me see what we're going to do in here. We're going to be outside in a few minutes. I got to do a few things up here first. Usually, when I'm doing these videos, there are other things we have to do because I deal with more than one screen in my home. More than one screen. So I have my basic exercises I like to do because again, it fills my lungs up, makes it easier for me to breathe. I can never understand about the whole theory of the prednisone. That stuff makes you gain weight. And on top of that, the worst thing about the prednisone is if you're going to gain weight and you got lung issues already, that is not good because that's going to make it hard for you to breathe. So I know doctors are like saying that you got to take 40 milligrams every freaking day. No. We don't do 40 milligrams every freaking day. 40 milligrams every day will make you big as a house. You don't want to do 40 milligrams every day. You take basically what works well with you. I'm not telling people to do that. Don't take any medical advice from me, period. But what works well with me, that's what I'm using. Is this thing on? Here we go. So that's what I use. I like to come up here and I like to, my motorized projection screen, I get this all the time from people who ask us questions about painting motorized projection screens. So we don't use it for a couple of days, and we come in here and we just bring them down to show you that they're not going to crack or peel. So you can roll this up and down. So I got a customer who wants to do a 150-inch motorized screen. He wants jet black, just like we got it in here, jet black. You come up here, he's very impressed with it. So he's doing his measurements. So I'm gonna paint the screen for him. It's not a problem, you know what I mean? That's what's in the neighborhood, it's not too far from me. So I'm bringing the screen down here, we're gonna coat it, and then he can come and pick it up. So I gotta do my measurement. We can do that. We did a 250 downstairs, so 150 inch is gonna be like, oh, easy. I want 150 inch. I was thinking about if I got one, I can put one in the, because I could do 2 screens in each room if I want to. We have a gamer screen that needs this one and the motorized. I could do a motorized and the acoustic in the same room. So I do want to get a motorized, but I get a motorized, I want a tabby. Now, I tell people this, if you're going to be doing like 92-inch screen, it's not a problem if you buy it cheap. Once you start hitting that 150-inch mark, you may want to go with Elite Screen, because like I said, at the end of the day, their motors are extremely good on their projectors. And yeah, not saying I'm not worried about the paint on support, you just want to make sure your motor's going to be running correctly. So, you know, something that big for that kind of money you got to spend anyway, get an Elite Screen. What the freak was that? Oh, you guys got a chance to witness it. So you hear that pop sound that just went off? That is my projector's lamp just exploded in the projector. I told you it happens. So it happens when basically, if you are running, if your lamp's about to go, and I should have checked the lamp life on it too. All right, let's hit the kill switch on the back of it. There we go, knock out the kill switch. Yeah, I told you, but usually they're louder than that. And that means that the lamp basically went out on the projector. Usually you get an indicator telling you it's about to go. I got the indicator a couple of days ago, but I ignored it, which I usually do anyway, and it explodes. You'll have some glass bits in there. I've done this before. Vacuum out the inside, throw a new lamp in there. I had a BenQ explode behind me one time. But that's what that was. Okie doke. Let's go out and let's take our projector out, bring another one in. So what we're going to bring upstairs, with the Sony VPO F830, you can bring them up. Yeah, so when that little light goes off, that means the lamp blew out. All right, gotta fix this one. And I need to make sure that, yeah, we'll put this up here. Sony BPL FH30. Oh, that's just peachy. So, projector just went out. Let me replace the lamp today. Lamp costs about, for that projector, like 52 bucks. That's it. Bring the Sony's in. Most people, their lamp goes on their projector. And keep in mind, well, your lamp should go out in a while. It should take a while for it to go out. But if you have one projector, what's going to happen is you're going to have to wait until that lamp comes back. Yeah, both screens work on different forms of projectors, so you don't have to worry about that. You got some people that will have that screen calibrated, that projector calibrated for that screen. So they need to have that unit back in there. We don't have to worry about that. So let me see, where is the power supply for this? Where's the power supply? Hold on for a minute. Let's track down our power supply. Okay, let's see. Just have a few minutes now. Oh, you're not going there. There you go. All right, back in business. Got our Sony BPL FH30 hooked up. Boom, all ready to go. Okay. Usually certifies if they go through this, they can't swap out the projector because remember it's a whole formality with them. They have to go in and bring this projector in. They have to bring the fellow who came in or get somebody to customize the calibration. All that's rehearsed. So something doesn't work right, yeah, they're better off just doing a pre-record. And then we can go in and edit it, whatever they want to take out if something does happen. That's why we do the demonstrations live, because if it happens, you're going to see it. Let me see. Bring it back over. Gotta bring it back to me. Come back over to me. There we go. Now we're running the PC through this one, right? There we go. So we get this all the time when we do the motorized projection screen. That's why I added in more, because I like to show you some other stuff too. We don't want to do a lot of videos all day long, but like I said, we have a lot of stuff to show you, so you know, it's not easy when you're got a lot of stuff to show people and very little videos. What do we got this? It's like 1610. It's like a 1690. And we have a lot of stuff to show you. So, you know, people get mad and say I'm not doing 4. Of course you can't do 4 or 5. You only got one screen. Video would be the next room. We could do video. We get screens all over the house. So this comes up quite a bit on the motorizers. Is that if I get the screen, if I paint it, I'm not to worry about it cracking and peeling. That's why I'll come in like 3 days from now and we'll roll the screen up. It's going to be sitting for 3 days rolled up and bring it down. Show you it's not going to crack or peel. But you have to be to do more than one demonstration. Now this screen right here is coated with the 39 Extreme Black Widow. We had the screen customized. So it's customized where we got rid of the borders. We didn't want them. The borders are 2 inches. The screen is 92 inches. So by getting rid of 2 inches here and 2 inches here, we have expanded our screen size to around 96. And then the top part has to be expanded another 2 inches so you can have the height and the size. Make sure you do that. If you try to make it borderless, you want to do it that way. So we have 98, I think 98 altogether? Yeah. All right, let's pull something up in here. Because I got to be downstairs to flatten this surface. and get it ready to prep with 150 inch. What do you want to do? What do you want to play? Don't even know where we're going to go. Well, let's put some heavy contrast levels in here. That's what we're doing here. What's our resolution? This is for a minute. Projector is 1080p. 144. Need to be below that one. So the beautiful thing about the 39s is if you want that super black contrast level, that's what you desire, which everybody does, you can do that in a fully lit environment. Plenty of light coming through. I love doing these demonstrations with all the light. I'm gonna walk around with this one out the camera. We don't need to stand, we're gonna just stand here. We'll put our stand over here and we'll put our overheads on. There we go. So we got the overheads on too, and you can see where my screen is sitting at that angle gain. Let me get my stand out here first. There's a mind of his own today. So you can see where we can actually have the window light making contact with the screen and the overhead light. We don't have sound with this because that projector requires sound. The other one didn't. So we're going to have to bring some speakers up here. That's why I love the contrast levels. Let's come over here on this side. So this is a great way to convert your white projection screen or a gray projection screen into an OLED light projection screen. That's true ambient projection technology. This is why we got the air conditioner out there. I usually have the air conditioning here, but I don't want it blocking my windows. I'm enjoying the light that's coming through. I thought I'd show this off. Like I said, because we get this all the time from customers. When it comes down to motorized projection screens, can I paint my motorized projection screen? Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. And again, I've explained this too many times to count. And I know people get upset with it, but we don't care. It is what it is. You've seen our record in gray screen paints. Again, we've been making them for a long time. They don't work. Like I said, we got a 4300 lumen Sony full 1080p. It's not going to pick up in here on a gray screen. It's just not going to register. I'm sorry, it's not going to work. You have just downgraded your projector, number one. And number two, well, yeah, downgraded your projector. That's pretty much it. Now, if you have painted your screen with the gray screen paint product, can you go in and can you fix it? Can you correct it? Yeah, you can just paint right over top of it. That whole story about not being able to paint your motorized projection screen because it might jam the motor. Yeah, I got 3 more of these downstairs in the basement, and 3 more of these in the basement are painted with multiple coats. Now, the reason why I say it that way, because again, you have individuals that will come on YouTube and have no idea what they're talking about. There was a claim, we're not going to taint our video with it, but you already know what it is. There's a claim by somebody who made the whole thing about how the Screen Innovation prints their borders on. Well, guess what? All screens printers on. Doesn't have to be Screen Innovation. You can go back to screens that use 35 millimeter film with a 1.1 ratio, and they're all printed on. There's no screen on the face of the planet that has a velvet border attached to it. Now, by him making that statement, was trying to say that his product was so thin that you don't have to worry about jamming the motor up. You know why I say I do that? Because we have screens downstairs that have multiple coats on them. Not only multiple coats, I got artwork all over the screens. I got one screen that basically the Nuke screen is yellow on the opposite side. Instead of it being black, it's actually yellow. So it has multiple coats on it. Yeah, again, do not know what they're talking about. So I guess he's trying to ease the tension of someone saying that I'm gonna have to put 4 applications on this surface. Isn't that gonna cause problems with the projector? Yeah, we know you guys. We know your stories already from the door. The reason why that was said was because you have to put 4 coat application for one surface, and the customer may get to a point where you're saying, well, look, I'm gonna put that many coats on. They get scared when they put 1 coat on. So sometimes customers get a little nervous with 1 coat, and you're talking about 4 applications. That's the reason why that was stated that way. But your information was incorrect, because it takes about 30 applications to burn out a screen. We know, we did it already. We used to have a screen we used for our demonstrations. We painted this thing over and over again, and then eventually it broke. So that's how I know. So when you see me come on here and paint the screen multiple times, change it over and over and over again, the different forms of screen paint products that we use, we have no problem with rolling it up or down. I think I'm gonna change the one out for the Pac-Man screen. And I'm gonna do it this week, do the Pac-Man. I got a bunch of screens. I need to take all my screens and transfer them upstairs so I can get access to them anytime I want to change out my screen. So I think we're gonna change back to, oh, I forgot we got the RetroPie screen. Yeah, we definitely gotta bring that up here. We're gonna bring all our screens upstairs. So that's false information. And to try to make it sound like it's something special where the screens are printed on, the borders are printed on, poppygosh, that's been going on forever. 35 millimeter film, people. We're talking about that reel-to-reel 35 millimeter film with a 1.1 aspect ratio. So that's been going on for a while. That's nothing new. Now this is our $109 screen, actually all together $116 that we got off of eBay, and we used it to beat a $5,000 and $3,000 motorized projector. Not motorized, sorry, sample sheet. Let's bring this up. See the difference between a gamer? That's a gamer. That's 39. 39 is the darkest screen paint we make, which means that pulls a higher contrast level on that one. Oh, and by the way, we did not buy the casing this way. I had people ask me, like, where did you get a casing that black? We painted that. That's actually painted with screen paint. The entire screen is painted with screen paint. Everything. The rail at the bottom, the top, everything's painted with screen paint. So we left a little black area at the top. All right, we're done there. Should we roll it down again for fun? I like these particular screens, and these are different from the other ones. The other ones you can't walk away as it's rolling up because it'll give off this grinding noise. These right here, when I pull it out the screen, like, these are a lot different, much better, much quiet motor. As you can hear, it's very quiet. And then on top of that, when you roll it back up, you don't have to worry about it. It won't make that grinding noise, like it doesn't know when to stop. Now, if you're trying to hang your screen, do not go out and spend the money for those projection, I guess, hooks or whatever they make. They want so much money for them. They want like 50, sometimes 60, some want 30, some want 40. You know, you can hang your screen up to like $7. You know those, what do you call those? Those hooks that you get them. Hey, they make them wrought iron. Sometimes they make them out of metal, steel, whatever. But anyway, you know those hooks that they use for basically for your plants that you have hanging outside? That's what we're using. There you go. That's all you got to use. That's it. And it'll hang it up. Mine is not going through any beams at all. I don't have any drywall studs behind. It's going right through the wall. That's what I'm using. But I use a cross system. I use one going up and one going down. It all depends on pore gravity. It ain't going anywhere. All right, if you're doing a much bigger screen than that, I would suggest find studs. Literally, seriously, don't play around with that one. When you're talking about bigger screens with much more bigger casings, yeah, definitely want to find studs. You don't want that monstrosity coming out. I have a customer who's going to do a 230 inch. Good gracious. Well, you got a 250 in the backyard. He's going to do a 230 inch screen. That's going to look amazing. But problem you have with that is the fact that if you decide to do a non-tabby screen, that's the screens with the tabs on the side, has a little bit of a wire coming up the top down to the bottom. That makes sure that the screen lays flat every single time. If you're going to be using that with ultra short throw, you're going to have that. If you're doing it with 92, 100, you're good. That's a good size. You can actually stiffen your surface too. Some motorized projection screens you have to be careful about because that surface that comes down is supposed to be stiff and they make it too flimsy and it causes that wave effect in the screen. That's definitely going to plague an ultra short throw, and even a short throw or long throw may have some issues with it. So you can put a coat on it to stiffen it up. We'll do one. We'll buy another screen. We'll show you how to stiffen that surface up. Sometimes they make the bars at the bottom too light. Comes an issue too on top of that. So there's a lot of things you can run into. So we just deal with the companies we work with because they work better for what we do over here. But if you're going to be doing a screen size of that caliber, you're definitely going to have to do tabby. You definitely have no choice. A 230 inch screen that's coming down, 150 inch of that still may have to be tabby. That's coming down, it's going to have some wave to it. Even when you paint it, you're going to still have a wave to it. You're going to have to get it tabby. Now, just to let you know, how sticker shock, how expensive the tabbies get. If you want a tabby at 150 inches, you're talking about $5,000. You think I'm joking? Go look for it. Go watch and see. Tabbies are very, very expensive. When I see people talking about, they don't do the research and they'll contact us and they'll say, well, how much do you think if I wanted to get a tabby screen done, or a tension screen, however you're going to call it, and they'll think it's going to be like 200, 300. No. You have to go to certain companies to get those screens. It is very rare that you will bump into a generic company that has a tabby. Extremely rare. We found one a long time ago, but the company went out of business. I wonder why. They had 120 inch tabby screens. I did a demonstration on an all black tabby screen we sold to a customer, and they wanted $650. Can you believe that? $650, all black, casing black, everything black. The controller was black. It was gorgeous, but the company went out of business. Now, if you want one, well, $5,000. Some are 3, some are 4. You know, it depends on who you're working with. All right, let's go outside. Let's flatten this surface. So what we're going to do is, because we can't, if I could get the 150 inch screen like I want, be nice. We get it down here, we paint it in the basement, we string it up, we're done. That's it. But we can't get them anymore. So we're going to use our pre-coated acoustic screen for our outside display, but you still have to have some kind of backing behind it because, like I said before, your screen's definitely going to wash out. I don't know how that's going to work with rear outside. Rear inside, fantastic. Rear outside, we don't know. So we'll have to do some demonstrations on that sooner or later. So what we got to do is the surface element is pretty nice, but we have to pull all the nuts and bolts out because that's going to basically push through my screen, because my screen is going to be, spandex is going to stretch around the screen. And we're going to have to staple everything down and flatten it out real nice. So once that's done, we prepped it. It's already black, so it's good to go. We take our material, we coat it. I'm going with absolute black. That's what I'm designing for myself. Matter of fact, I got to do 2 absolute blacks. We got a customer screen coming today, don't we, for 150 inch. All right, so we just knock out 250 inches and be done. Hey, Taco, what you up to? You gonna help me today? Nah, nothing? I'm gonna know? No, whatever. Are you on the union? Are you on the union? What are you doing there? Are you on the union? I think you are on the union. What are they paying you, Taco? What am I paying you? All right, so we get our staple gun. screen. My goodness. All right, so we tested a new sound system yesterday. We had our 15s, which you see over there, doing a little Beethoven outside. I don't think my neighbor likes Beethoven. He didn't seem to be too happy about it, but whatever, who cares? Ugh. I mean, as long as the system isn't all the way up, because if I had it all the way up, he definitely would hear it. That system we have on there takes amps, so we have several amps and mixing system and all that stuff for it. So yeah. Size. Give me a ticket, it's good for you. We're going outside. Party Union, you don't even work. How's that work, Taco? You don't even know. Now, somebody was making a suggestion about, they had a fixed frame screen that had some damage to it, and they wanted to take the material and stretch over the fixed frame screen. Yeah, you can do that. You want to make sure you use heavy double-sided Velcro when you do that. Alright, so I'm going to show you what we're doing over here. So we just want the surface to lay flat. That's it. Any areas that are pushing up a little too high up, we need to trim that off. We just need it to lay nice and flat. I'm stapling it first because once I pull the bolts out, I don't want it to fall down. So we're going to staple this nice and tight to the surface. We're going to use this for our back area, and then we're going to take the pre-coated surface and we're going to stretch it around so it locks in nice and tight. We don't have to worry about anything pushing through or causing any bumps in the screens. You know, right behind that screen is a window. Yep, big old window back there. Got a nice old ledge on it. You chilling, Taco? Doing any work today? I guess he ain't doing no work today. You know, you could put stickers on the boxes. That would be nice, you know. Fragile stickers on the box. Okay, whatever. We'll get you a little t-shirt. Taco? Okay, whatever. Whatever you want to work the power, girl. Deal. Nope, top part. right, got it nice and smoothed out real nicely. So I'm gonna come up here with my hand saw because we're not gonna use a blade on that. I want to even it out a little bit right there, even that part right there. But we got it nice and flat to the surface. Now, any areas like this, we're not worried about because I told you how to patch your screens. Get a bit of glue, super glue. We usually put it on the other side if you're patching it. But get a little super glue and basically put it on the tape, patch it on the other side, run a thin line here, and all that disappears. This screen down here below has 12 patches. I think 12 patches in it. I think it does. Yeah, the 250 has it. So that's what we're going to do. It's going quite nicely. So that's it. Nice and flat. So what we're going to do next, once we patch it and repair the spots we have no light pushing through, we're going to take this material right here, not this material, buy me another one. Take that down there. I got 250 inches to do, one for a customer, one for me. We're going to coat it with the absolute black. I want the same screen I got upstairs. I want a super jet black screen outside. And we're going to take this and basically staple this around the frame. Since we don't have anything sticking out and the frame's not buckling or anything about the frame, but the material is not buckling, that means it's going to lay nice and flat to it. And that'll be it. Now, I think tomorrow I'm going to get this done because this is driving me freaking crazy. I gotta put checked on that wall one more time, I'll lose it. So we're going to get rid of this, pull out all the lights, sand everything down, putty and sand it, get it nice and smooth. Then we're going to go down to Sherwin-Williams and pick up, get a piece of whatever color this is, because I can't figure out the color of it, and get a quarter of it, because that's all I need to just paint over this. And we're going to put our new screen over here. That's where we're going to put it at. And that way, with a quarter of it, it's not going to take a lot to cover that up. Just need a one coat application. That's all I need. I want to take that and basically go over the areas in the house that basically got marked pretty bad and clean that up so it looks a lot more nicer. So I'm kind of my whole got marks on my walls. So get all that taken care of. I think also too while I'm down there, I'm going to get the paint for the deck too and get that out of the way. And then we still have that center floor to do over there, because what we're going to do is I'm still going to have my floor display, but just not going to have it in here because I got the setup for this. This projector, it's got the stand on it, it's going to go right here. For where that's going to sit at, that's going to hit the center of the floor perfectly, so I can project here on the floor because I need that for my space lounge. And I'm going to take this carpet here and take this as an outdoor carpet, and I'm going to put that one over here. So I measured my deck. I can fit two of those carpets right here. One on this side, one on this side. Look at this joker already. What are you doing? Bust it? Bust it? Bust it? Yeah, bust it. You ain't in trouble, Joker. You ain't doing anything. Just messing around with your plant. You want your plant back over here where you had it at? Right over there for you. You know, your plant. Get a pot for that thing. We had a pot for it, but I don't know what happened to it. Just tore up. Ah, come on. Seriously? Lay! All right. Now this little setup we have here, I can put 120. I can put a 100 inch. I can put in 235.1 because we got the length for it right here. So I like this setup we have here. Hey, birdie. What are you doing? I'm about to feed you guys in a few minutes. There we go. So with this, we get a little wind flow that comes through this and hits the back of the screen. And I do need to shave off this part right here. This is a little uneven right there, so I need that to look nice. So we need to shave that top off a little better. But this is my stand that I built for putting screens up here, fixed frame screens and screens we customize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some loop screws here at the bottom, down here and down here, and another set of loop screws too also, so I can tie it up at the bottom, because when the wind hits it, kind of pushes out a little bit. Huh. I wonder. We could set this up for a motorized projection screen. Literally we could. Only problem is you would have the wind hitting the back of it. That's the problem. That's the problem with setting up motorized projection screens outside. You have wind hitting the back of the screen or coming to the side, and it causes the screen to move a bit. You literally have to build a system for that. Oh, Taco, we should do some portrait gaming. We haven't done any portrait gaming outside at all, period. We got the gaming PC in the next room. Oh, I forgot the projector that does the portrait just blew out today. And we got to order a lamp. We need that projector for work. I think I'm going to add some more to this stand. I'm going to make it universal. I'm going to make it so I can do landscape and I can do portrait. That's what we have to do. Something pretty cool. That is the CEO, the real CEO of the company. Is that right, Taco? Is the real CEO of the company? You know, been really cool for deck. I don't know if anyone's ever done it. I gotta look up on YouTube. When people take that epoxy and whatever they do and they make them real pretty designs and coffee tables. I wonder if anybody has a deck like that. That would be really freaking hot. That's a thought. All right, Taco, keep them occupied. I got things to do. We have some work to do here later on. Now, for those who've been sitting there saying, I thought you said you was going to come out with a screen paint for your cat. We are. Give me time. I'm a real busy person. We're really, really busy. But we're going to bring some screen paint out for Taco. Taco, you want a gold screen paint? Because I've been dying to do a gold screen paint. Like a gold kind of chestnut kind of color. That'd be freaking cool. It's kind of like your color, too. Oh, I can't wait to show you the labels. Labels are going to be freaking hilarious. But yeah, he needs his own screen paint. Getting all hyped up about Mr. Taco. Mr. Taco. He took off, didn't he? Yeah, he did. And this is actually a projection screen also too. It has a coating at the bottom of it so we can reflect stars off of it when we're out here. So, There it's done. And we got it now. See how nice and flat that is? Nice and flat. And get it ready for the surface. I'll order my surface now. Keep getting my legs on my stand. It's a little bit too wide. So you want to know a nice, neat little trick real quick? When you get bit by a mosquito, you know it works fantastic for mosquito bites? You can call me crazy if you want, but it works. Toothpaste. Yep. Look it up. Toothpaste. Now, I don't know what it is about it, but it works. Sometimes some of those old remedies work quite well. Let me see something for a minute. Now, the video we did, I'm going to be putting that link in from Facebook, you know, when we sold screen paints, gray screen paints from way back. So you can go take a look to the site. It's very interesting to look at. See where the bird came from. Yep, lessons you learn in business. You learn them. You definitely learn them. I got a friend of mine. She's got talk of wanting to start her own business. It's interesting because people all think it's going to be easy. It is going to be the hardest thing you have ever done in your life, and it is going to push every single button you have at the end of the day. Oh, not the naysayers. We don't care about them. They don't bother us. They're jokes to us. But I'm talking about everyday stress. Oh, you're going to go through some stuff you wouldn't believe. I don't candy coat it for people. I don't candy coat them like, well, you're supposed to give me inspiration. There's no inspiration about it. You're going to work like a dog every single day. And there's going to be no, I take a day off here or I take a day off there. You have to get to a certain level in life where you can be comfortable. When you get to that certain point where your company is running independently by itself and is making good money, you will know. I knew. I was in a little tiny rented room when I started off. A little tiny rented room. I slept on the floor for 4 years. That's where I was at. Now I'm in this big place. And with God's blessing, I'll be in a much bigger place than this because I'm looking at getting myself 8 acres so I can go out there and build some massive, giant monster screens, which I want to start catering to drive-through movie theaters. But you're going to work hard. You're going to work like a dog. And you're going to work on your birthday. You're going to work on your friend's birthday. You're going to work on holidays. You're going to work, 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 work. And you're going to get muddy. You're going to get dirty. You're going to get filthy. You are going to work. You're going to work when you got headaches. You're going to work when you're sick. You are going to work. And I tell my friends this. It is not going to be what you think it is. I used to watch, like I told you in the gallery, the best floors on the gallery is the bottom where the subway stop, everybody's coming up, and the second floor, because you got traffic coming from the top and the bottom that meets in the middle of the second floor. And I used to watch young boys, young women go out there and they would get a nice loan from the bank and they would get that middle floor. And they'd be doing good for a while, doing real good for a while, making good money, people coming in and out. And they would, sorry about that. They would be doing good, and then, you know, a couple nice young ladies come past the store. You know, you want to show off, you got a little extra money in your pocket, you want to buy a new car and go out drinking and partying and having fun. Don't save your money, because all businesses have to go through a slowdown period. They all go through it, that grinding halt. It can be issues where you could have an issue where pipes could blow out. You could have an issue with electricity and utilities and all kinds of stuff could pop up. Inventory could be later be all kinds of stuff that could pop up. Nightmares that could pop up. But they'll go out there and they'll spend their money on cars and get a nice little house and go out eating and drinking and party. And next you know, they're buying drinks for you and buying drinks for everybody else and blowing through their money as fast as it comes in because they figure it's never going to be a stop. It's an endless flow of cash flow. Now, don't work that way. What's going to happen is you are going to go through a slowdown period. You arguing about it. Having your arguments. Round. Anyway, so you're going to go through a slowdown period. And I would watch them. They would go through the slowdown period and they don't have the money to pay the rent on the store. They don't have the money to get bills or inventory or whatever has to be done. And they lose the storefront. Now, you got to pay money back to the bank. And you don't have the requirement income to pay it back. That's why I tell people it's always best to basically save for a year or two. Don't spend anything. Who cares? Nice lady comes by your store and she don't know. I'm good. I'm saving. I got a business to run. I got a company to run. And if they can't wait for that, then hey, somebody better else will come along that will understand you. Don't get pressured into that dumb nonsense. We need to print this out. Can you print this out? Let's go over to the Digital One site here. So that's what I'm trying to explain to her because very few young people have discipline and control. Very few. They want that real quick gratification. They want the now. I gotta have it now. No. Wait. Trust me, wait. I only had one friend, one out of all the friends I've tried to teach how to get a business started. One friend, and she was doing hair out of her house. She was making good money. She had about 4 clients that were coming in on a regular basis, so she had a little more money coming in. And then she put this wall up, people putting their signatures on, and more people were putting their signatures. More and more people just showed how many people. When you come into an establishment like that, wow, you got all those signatures? All those people are doing business with you at the end of the day? Oh yeah, you must be good. Word of mouth gets around. And I told her how to start. Get it set up through PayPal, because PayPal will keep track of all your transactions and everything that comes through. You can have that little card that comes out that can slide it right across, 9 yards. How to set up a banking account and business accounts and copyrights and all that good stuff, or her logo and all that stuff like that she wanted to do. She already did graphic design. She was good on that part right there. So she got a nice little business started up. And she had it for a while, so keep it for about a year. Make sure you keep a record of transactions, everything you're making, and then you present that to the bank. She got a loan. She got a storefront too, a nice little front where people can come in. She don't work at Family Dollar no more. She doesn't drive that car anymore either. She used to drive the old beat up car. She just shut down all the time. She don't drive it anymore either. She saved her money, put it in the bank, did exactly what I told her to do. Now she got a nice little nest egg in there. Anything that pops up, she's good. When COVID hit, she was covered. Don't get caught up in the I gotta have it now scenario. You don't want to go down that road. Now, did Mr. Bird go through that crap? Oh, yes, he did. Yeah. Yes, he did. Let me see. I'm going to head over to... So we got to put this on, y'all, so y'all can check this out right here. Now, I feel, this is my opinion, I think the best way to run a business is through Jesus Christ. That's how I feel. Some people don't like that. Usually when I mention God's name, people leave the room, and the reason why is because the devil don't like to hear nothing about God at the end of the day. He can't stand it. So, I understand that. Don't bother me. But anyway, as I said before, well, it shouldn't bother me. I want him to go anyway. Anyway, your business, I based my business on Christ. I had 5 companies. A lot of people don't realize that. In my family, a couple of things we had. You had to do college, military, start your own company. One or the other, you're going to do something with your life, but you're not going to sit around the house. When I was coming up, job by 16, you better be out of the house by 18. It was 10 of us. So you better find your mark in the world and make it happen, because you're not coming home. So that's how I grew up. So bottom line is, I had 5 businesses. I did pretty well in them, but every last one of them collapsed, fell right in. You know why? Because I gave the glory to myself and gave no glory to God whatsoever. This is the first successful business I've had that actually runs smoothly with no problem. We had some problems here and there, but it does what it's designed to do. It grew. It's growing because I put my trust in God. And God will bless you with the talent and everything else, and then man will give the glory to himself and give him nothing in the end. And then wonder why he collapsed and falls so easily. That's why. Let's see where we're gonna go from here. Oh, what am I doing? I'm here talking. Okay, we got to that right there. We gotta put that onto the video there. Let me see. We're in that site right there. I wonder if we could dig that up. Where? How would we find it? I'm curious. I got something's kicking in my head. Laszlo. We butchered the daylights out of it. No. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm asking for Laszlo. Still got it wrong. Not close enough. Laszlo. Oh, freak. How's that name smell? It's a weird name. Laszlo? Well, you got that part right, but you put an M there. How do you get an M in there somehow? You don't hear the L in there, I'm saying? Really? Seriously? What would be the odds of that actually pulling by a chance, out of curiosity? Any birds hanging out today? No birds? Wah wah wah? No birds? No birds at all? No one? I'm wondering. Right, taco. We got the unicorn. The unicorn we can finish up. We can get that done pretty soon. We'll get that done. I want you to have your own screen paint. It'll be fun. Let's do something pretty cool with you. So I got the idea of what we're going to make your paint, because you're kind of a chestnut, kind of funny looking color to you. We're going to make something that blends with you. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make some taco paint. Or taco supreme. Ain't it a dream? You know what I mean. That's what we need to do. I wonder. I'm probably supposed to go a weird way at that. Oh yeah, we're going to paint in that kind of figure out that name. Yeah, we're going to have to search for that one. That definitely search. I don't know if I can find it. I should be able to find it, bring up that contrast, no problem. I should have no problem getting that one up. Let's see. Be nice. No. Did we get it out there from there? Maybe we did. Probably, I don't know. When you're going through old emails, checking out stuff. There's the weird stuff we haven't touched. There's still, that's the thing, why would we be sending mail here? We don't even use this thing. Let me see. Alright, let's go pop over to Just bring this around for a little bit. You're looking at some drop there. Yeah, thank you. Um, I saw that the email didn't even have Hotmail, and it didn't have just off topic. It didn't have Hotmail, and it didn't have nothing. It didn't have any Yahoo and nothing next to it. Where was that email coming from? So I talked to the fellow with Solid Lake 5. The email, yeah, we got a chance to blow it up and to see where basically the host was. It was not Hotmail. It was not Yahoo. It was nothing. We always use Hotmail. So it was none of them. We don't even use Gmail. So it was none of them. It was just email. I'm like, what the heck is that? I guess, I don't know. Me and the other person had the same platform. So he probably thought I used their email, which would pretty much come up that way. If you use it through Wix, it comes up that way. But no, we don't use ours like that at all, period. All right. This, if he had typed it in, that's Crystal Edge. It's blanks in between that. We're just messing around. Let me see. I put down at live. Some have live. .com. So Hotmail uses Live, Outlook. I think Live and Outlook are the ones they use right there. So let's show you this. Well, we've done this already, but it just you can't put spaces in between. Like literally, you can't. Server won't accept it. What they'll do is give you a bunch of random names and say, "Well, how about this selection out of this?" This is what they will show you, but that's virtually impossible. And then on top of that, it's not even Hotmail. It's something like email or something .com. I'm like, what the freak is that? So I don't know. And people get desperate. That's what happens when people get desperate and they try to do dumb stuff. This is what they do. That's why he flashed the receipt like so freaking fast on camera. We had to break it down to the speed and make it slower so we can see exactly what we're looking at. When that thing popped up, I was like, wait a minute, what the freak? What's he doing here? And then when we saw that, we were like, oh no, that email doesn't even freaking exist. How do you have blanks in there? How do you not know this? Everybody knows this who does Hotmail or anything. You can't have blanks in between there. It's not going to work. Oh, it's loading. Can't have it in there. It's not working. It's not going to work. These are the Valva and WeMax projectors and a few more in there where we tell customers do not use screen paint with these projectors. Some people just don't listen. They're going to hit the shopping cart, go buy it, and like, come on, seriously? It's right there. We don't support them. I guess we're going to have to put this on the front page from now on because, like, we tell them this, it doesn't support. It's in every single shopping cart. It's right there in the policy. We do not support these projectors. They will not work. So, trying to help them out so they don't end up with just this black mark on the screen because the projector is not going to pick it up at all. We do the demonstration, so don't do this. And return of trade for them giving us pictures, which we will put on the site to show people why it's not going to work. We'll make them some kind of gray screen paint product. That'll be nice. It'll be fantastic. We'll send it over to them, and that way they can use it on their product. Get a little bit of contrast, a little color, to have some ambient light rejection technology, and it'll be real nice, but that'll be the trade-off. Other than that, we don't have to give them jack at the end of the day. We really don't. We get the policy right there, but I don't want anybody sitting there with a mark on their screen. You know what I mean? We try to give them something out of it. So in return, they got to send us pictures so we can post these to the site. And this is where these pictures came from. Well, not that one. This one came from showing people do not use these. See that little black mark right there? Won't pick up at all. We've had these demonstrations on knockoff projectors all the time. When people do not use them with their products, they will not work. So in return of them sending those pictures to us, we make them a gray screen paint product that will work on their projectors. They just can't have the black technology like they want it. Oh, the Bowmaker. I didn't even heard of this projector before. We got to put some information there. I'm kind of busy, but we'll get that in there. This is a customer, real cool dude, nice guy. Came in and painted the screens, motorized projection screen, 150 inches, and he did this screen. He sent us pictures back, and I'm like, why is your screen so dark? Why is it so washed out? See that discoloration look to it? Should never look like that. So I was like, okay. We showed him the batch number. He was well aware of the batch number. He said, yeah, I saw you test everything out. I said, but I'm still getting this image. And then I said, what's your projector? And he said, a Bowmaker. And I'm like, we don't support it. We don't support those projectors. They will not come up on the screen. So we made him something nice, shipped it out to him, and he's happy with it. Can't have the black technology where he wants to, but you have to get rid of that projector to do it. And that projector was expensive. Those projectors are not cheap. They are expensive. And then again, they promise people the whopping 150-inch screen. We told you about this. That promise of a 150-inch screen. You're not getting 4K. You're not going to get 150-inch out of it. What are you getting out of it? And the reason why people contact us is because they can't pull the contrast, can't pull the color. They want to use it in a fully lit environment. You see how this environment's set up? It's set up like this is his lounge or living room or whatever it is to him. But he's not going to turn this thing into a cave at the end of the day. And he can't use it because he had a problem with the white screen was washing out on him. Tried gray paint to me when I got some gray paint, some gray primer. Gave him a little bit of a bump, but it was still washing out on him. So he wanted that heavy contrast level. But our screen paints won't work on it. We got one that will, but we just send it out for people. Basically, if they mess up and they do something we tell them not to do, and they do it anyway, we do it to help them out. And mind you, that product is free. It's coming out of my pocket for free. I'm shipping it over for free. These are kind of guarantees we have for our customers. And that batch number is very, very important because, again, it shows our customers their product before it ships out. That's why you can't be dealing with people who have really fake shipping policies. These are the projectors that were popular on YouTube. Couldn't stand these freaking shows. I mean, not shows, but people displaying these projectors because they would have in a dark environment, they have it on a white screen, they go, look at the beautiful colors and all that. Knowing darn well when the consumer gets, he's not going to have that in the same environment. You're going to turn on the light, the screen's going to wash out, it's going to like crap. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. We got a little sticky. Okay, there we go. Now we know what all this is, so we already know. We're not going through all this. We already know what this is. I ain't got time today to explain this. This guy's nightmare that he keeps producing. Are we not explaining this? We're done. We are done on that. We are so done on anything funny. It's right here for everybody to see. It's right there. All right? We're done. He has a 250 to do next week, and we know he's not going to do that. He probably hasn't even prepped or even started that one. So we already know that from the door. But we'll have ours on display. I'm going to have my customer back there. We got a good day. Have my customer back there looking at the screen. But other than that, you know he's not going to do it. So, Here's the other guy, Solid Wake 5. This guy got busted with a fake email. Yeah, there's a fake email right there. So, there's no spaces in between in an email. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. If you don't know that, what rock you've been sitting under for the last couple of decades or so. So that's the email he has right there. I don't know how in the world, I'm so baffled by that. How in the world did he come up with the conclusion and thinking that was our email? You do know Immerse 4K is on everything. It's on every single video and TikTok and Instagram. It's literally everywhere. It's just right there on the website. It's right there. When you go into contact information, it's right there. Where did you get that from? And this is what happens when you're doing too much. You ever heard that term, doing too much? So that's the email right there. See that little red that popped up? I could change that to live. I could change that over to Hotmail. Doesn't make a difference. It's not going to pick it up. You can't have spaces in between. Everybody knows that. Anytime you make a Hotmail account, you know that. And we only use Hotmail. Let's try at Outlook. I use live sometimes at Outlook. Let's try Outlook. I'm trying to back up you guys on the tilt like y'all. A little bit tipsy. Let's try that. See? It ain't gonna work. Oh, got y'all tilted again. What is going on with my stand? Hold on a minute. Getting a better grip there. There we go. So you see, it's not gonna work. So, you know, it just, I don't know. You can't explain it, people. I guess you can't make it up. Let's hit a refresh real quick. Refresh the whole page. Let's try it again. We're done pretty much. We had some fun at the end. We always have a little fun at the end of these videos. We'll put it down at Outlook.com again. We did live, so we're going to do Outlook. All right, so we refresh the page, just put Outlook.com, see what happens. Boom. It's basic common sense. Doesn't work. But you know, the history of people doing dumb stuff doesn't baffle us. It just gets more and more interesting every day. That's how he ended up on the blacklist. So he came, hey, check this out. Crouching tiger. Hidden dragon. I guess he learned his lesson from the last time. Hey, Charles Bronson, what you doing? Whatever. Okay, whatever. You ain't in trouble. Just wondering what you're up to. Don't care. You didn't do what you did when you first moved here. Oh my goodness. That's 11-foot drop. Thank God I didn't cut the grass for that. The last few, I think a week I didn't cut the grass for. Yeah, because it was pretty cushioned. We had a lot of grass back there. First day I got Taco. Taco comes in the house, meows, do a little shopping, buy some new gear for him, go check around the neighborhood, show a picture of him. Nobody claimed him. He's one of the stray cats. Took him in. Open up the door, and he jumps on top of the balcony and jumps the rest of the way down. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Done that a few times. Then he just stopped. So I thought he belonged to somebody else who was trying to get out. So I left the door open. I let him leave 2 times. He kept coming back. And everybody kept telling him he don't belong to anybody. So he just stayed with me. All right, so as you can see, it's not coming up at all. Period. And that's the only one we use. Now, the reason why you can't use my email is because my email is already taken. All right, so we'll put the hyphens in. All right. Now, you see right here? That's the real email. See that little dash in between the hyphen? That's the real one. At Outlook.com. You know, even when they get caught, they do dumb stuff. They put this thing called clearing the air. What were you clearing the air on? That's the part I understand. So clearing the air is basically, I guess he was trying to distance himself, but trying to keep it right by saying that, I guess they're making comments about my products. And one of the comments they made was, I'm not buying his products. Hello, neither one of you have ever purchased my product. We're still waiting for receipts and documents from Crow we never even got. Again, y'all have never, ever made a purchase to me. Not ever. So I don't know what that was about. Why you never buying anything. It's kind of hard to do when you never made a purchase. But we buy from you. Well, we don't buy from you. We need to make screen paint. But anyway, so we got that right there. So what was clearing the air about? Did you know you got caught with a fake email on a receipt? So how do you buy a product and do a review on something that you never got from us? All right, just wondering right there. Let's put that there real quick. It's going to be funny when a lawyer asks you that same question. Now, what are you going to say? Let's clear the air. So this is the real email. Oh, yeah. That's the real one. So you guys don't have a grasp on reality. And the reason why you don't have a grasp on reality is because everybody knows that you can't make a Hotmail account with spaces in between because it won't accept it. It will give you a list of emails close to that one, but it won't be our email at all because our email is already taken. So I don't know how you've got an item or how you're showing receipts on items on something that you haven't received. But even more importantly, watching the individual delete the videos because he knew he messed up. So I don't know why you would do a video called clearing the air. On what? Email. Let me see what we have in here. Yeah, we didn't have it on that one. And we didn't have the... No, that wasn't Crystal Age. That would have been Digital One on that one. Get that there, Digital One. Alright, so let's come out of this one altogether. I need to grab this right here. There were actually two of these sites. Let's see. Classical music. Beethoven. Oh, that's Mozart and Beethoven. Frank Sinatra. Yeah, I don't know music too. Listen to Frank Sinatra. Good music. Man. I got The World on the String. I haven't played that one in a while. I'm playing it one today. Come Fly With Me. Be a Lady Tonight. The Way You Look Tonight. My Way. Best songs of Frank Sinatra. Summer Wind, that's my favorite. I love this Summer Wind. I can hear it right now playing. Do 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 do. All right, we need to put that link where. They didn't come up yet. They didn't post yet. I think I'll wait for it to post. All right, let me see. We're done here. Oh, I gotta check something real quick. Hold on for a minute. So this is my video I posted today of me walking through the house, showing off the screens. Yep, 100 likes already. We do good on Instagram. Despite the nonsense of Crow being very, very, very upset and making fake pages, they already know who you are already. Very fake pages on there and just cursing, carrying on and acting up. So, you know, they know who you are. Oh, that is real nice. I like that trim. It's beautiful. Let's see. And I painted kites. Those days and nights. The world was new beneath the blues. That's one we shot today. 114 likes. What are views on there? I'm curious what we got for views. Can we see that? Oh, we got to go into Reel. That's why. Oh, whoa! That's nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at that. That's the one we shot today. I mean, walking through the house with all the lights on and everything in the ceiling, and then walking outside. Oh, man, that is freaking cool. Thank you so much. People on Instagram, I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate the love. I do. Man, that was awesome. That was freaking awesome. That was awesome. This one yesterday we got 3,242. And how many likes did we get on that one? Let me see. 33. Awesome. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. They love them demonstrations. The demonstrations where I walk through and I show the ceiling and floor, ceiling and the big screen on this side, and then go outside. They freaking love those demonstrations because it shows that screen producing that image in that fully lit environment. That's what they like. That's what I said. Doing those demonstrations, hugging the screen. People, no. People need to see the whole environment activating. They need to see that. Oh, that is awesome, man. That is love. Thank you. This one we did okay, but this one right here, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. We did 90, what do you do, 90 minutes? 90 minutes walking through the house? Yeah. That is freaking love. All right, people, I got to go. Thank you all for your time. Be safe out there, and God bless. I'm going to go order my Surface so I can get my screen looking like that soon, and we're going to spray that with the Absolute Black. I got 2 screens to do an Absolute Black, so I'm going to show up for customers, Absolute Black, customers motorized 150-inch screen, and customer 2 wallpaper screens downstairs. We're going to be doing not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, probably not the 12th, like the 13th. I got something important coming up that's be taken care of, extremely important. All right, that being said, hope you enjoyed. Got to go, and God bless. Oh, wait. We forgot. Taco. Hey, buddy. What you doing? Oh, the fly, not flies, but you got the food out there. We feed everything. Taco Cam 2.0. Taco, come on, Taco Cam 2.0. Taco Cam 2.0. No Taco Cam? No love? No love? You don't want to give me the Taco Cam 2.0? All right, whatever. I still love you. Come on. Taco Cam 2.0. There we go. So I got to do my wall right there, big time. Taco Cam 2.0. Come on. You're going to have your own screen paint, buddy, pretty soon. Yeah, sirree. All right, got to go. God bless.